I have Thomas Blackshear, one of my favorite artists. I collect his work, and he did a subject matter clearly dear to my home, is Maynard Dixon. And you know, there's so much to say about this, but I want you to tell me what the process was on, and maybe why you picked this subject matter.
I mean, come on. I mean, when it comes to contemporary artists today,
Right.
this man has had more influence on the contemporary artists of today than anybody else I know of. And of course, he's had an effect on me.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed his look. I mean, come on, this guy started a whole new style. I mean, he combined Art Deco with the Western theme and you know, turned out these incredible images and stuff. So anyway, I wanted to do a painting on him because I had never seen a painting done on him by anybody that was what I considered a serious portrait. And so I just felt, why not? Let me give it a try and see what happens with it. And so, of course, the process was trying to find the right photographs.
Right.
And I went through a bunch of photographs. And of course, there's that one photograph that Ansel Adams did of him. And I think that's probably one of the best photographs I've seen on him and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I said, you know, I started looking for other things and stuff, but I kept coming back to that. And I said, okay, this is the one I wanted to use. But I wanted to get more of his character. I wanted to get the feeling of the way he stood and stuff like that, because I noticed when I would look at certain photographs, there was a swag he had. And I wanted to make sure I kind of got that in the painting. And so, you know, I had a model pose for me in the body. I do what I call this Frankenstein thing, where I just take people and I cut their heads off and stick it on the body to make it what I need it to be.
Right.
And then, you know, I've seen him, it seems like I've seen a lot of photographs of him where he's always holding a cigarette.
Right.
And I said, yeah, you know, that looks like him. Let me put it in. And then you helped me out when I told you I was going to do it by telling me, make sure his hand is the left hand.
Yeah, he's a southpaw.
So, yeah, and so I did that. And then you told me about this.
Fob.
Yeah, that little medallion thing. And so I put that in there. But the other thing I had to think about was, okay, what painting are you going to have with him? Cloud World is my favorite Maynard Dixon painting, so I said, okay, it's got to be Cloud World and stuff like that, so I just designed it. I study a lot of the turn of the century artists, especially people like Mucha, Gustav Klimt. There's this one painting that Gustav Klimt did, and I just liked where, you know, it was a triptych where, you know, you had the three images in one and stuff. And I've always liked this one he did of this. I don't know the name of the guy, but he's standing there and he's got a panel on one side and a panel on the other side. So I felt I'd do that with the Maynard Dixon by using his painting. And so that's what I did. And then, of course, the other part was trying to duplicate Cloud World,
right,
and trying to paint it the strokes of Cloud World, which takes time to do and stuff.
No easy process. I can tell you, because I've seen Cloud World, and he got it.
Yeah. And then one thing I always like to do, because I like to paint, I like the way Mucha and I like the way, who else does that? Leyendecker paint smoke.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd put that in there, and I like the way that came out. And one thing that was a little different when I did the painting was, I was trying to think of a color to put in the background in the window of this building he's standing in front of. And when I came up with that green, it just did something. I was like, wow, that's different. So I'm pleased with the way that came out. And then trying to get into the artist's mind and what he saw and what he thinks about. So in his glasses, I put the reflection of the clouds in his mind that he's looking at, and which created Cloud World.
Right. So. And if you ever get a chance to see this painting in person, it's at the Masters right now. It's for sale. Probably won't be around too long, but the face and the way Maynard looks at you, I mean, I feel like he's like peering into my soul. So you did a great job. Bravo.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
One of my favorite pieces. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
You got to go see Thomas Blackshear's work. This one, what's the title of this?
Maynard Dixon.
Simple enough, just like it says. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.